Hey everybody, it's your old buddy Chuck the Book Dweller here, and it's been way too long since I did a video. And I got huge stacks of books everywhere. I went through them all, and I decided that this one's going to be strictly horror. I got paperbacks, trade paperbacks, hardbacks, all kinds of stuff. So this is just strictly the horror. I got a few holy grails down at the bottom. I got stacks of sci-fi. I saved y'all from the westerns. I put those up. So this is going to be a big haul. Everybody stick with me. Just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Um, Back right the day before Thanksgiving, my daughter, my wife, and myself all came down with COVID-19. So we had a rough patch there. Everybody's doing good. I still don't have my taste back. It's been 1 month and 1 day, so no smell, no taste. So I guess it affects everybody differently. But we're all doing pretty good. Enjoying a couple days off here. Thought I'd do a video, a long overdue one. So instead of making this 3 hours long, just try to get through it. Again, I hope everybody had a happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. New Year's is coming up. I hope everybody is staying healthy. Please use your mask and your hand sanitizer. We always use our mask, always use our hand sanitizers, and we still got it. So luckily, no one had to go to the hospital. We were just kind of down and out for 10, well, 14 days, whatever. So anyway, let's lift the spirits up and let's get to the horror. And we got a lot of horror. So I'm going to do paperbacks, trade paperbacks, and hardbacks in that order. And hopefully these stacks are this tall. And I'm standing up. um, they won't tip over. If they all tip over, I'm not editing and we're going to go for it. All right, I'm just going to whip through these. And just want to say hi to everybody who is subscribing, who follows me on Instagram, the Book Dweller on Instagram, and anybody from Instagram that came over to watch the video, welcome aboard. So here we go before I get out of breath. First up, Carl Edward Wagner presents the year's best horror stories 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm hoping I'm doing this on the computer, so hopefully the glare is not brutal, but we're going to have to live with it. So there we go. Everybody seems to be into Carl Wagner, and I got a bunch of his stuff too. Sometime I'll do an individual one on him. Next up is one that's kind of hard to find, but one of my favorite authors and one of everybody's favorite. This is The Woods Are Dark by Richard Lehman. Next up, this is from the Del Abyss line, which I have several in here. I didn't go through them and separate them, but this is Death's Door by John Woolley and Ron Wolf. It's still in plastic. I'm not going to take it out. So we all love the Del Abyss line. I wish they were still around. Here's one, I guess it's horror. Thomas Tryon, The Night of the Moonbow. Flip back there. This is Paul Theroux, The Black House. I'm more worried about getting the books in than I am my head. Because I don't have a whole lot of hair left anyway. Who cares? Next up, we've got a couple, but they're, like I say, they're in no order and they're turned all over. This is Brian Smith, Soul Taker. I actually have one more Brian Smith book, but it's in the trade paperback, so we'll get back to it. I might be flipping around every now because I think of stuff that some of the stuff is put away, some of it's temporarily. This look around, this place is a mess. Anyway, that's life. Next up, Heart Beast by Tanith Lee. This is another one of the Del Abyss books. We'll have some more coming up later. Is that a flip back? Yeah. Next up, looks like another Brian Smith, Depraved. That glare is depraved. There we go. Next up, I think there's two copies of this laying around. I got a good one here. Robert McCammon, Blue World. My McCammon's not completely done, but it's done enough for me. Next, Bernard Taylor, The Godsend. This one goes out to Alex because I know she loves Bernard Taylor. This one goes out to Hey Little Thrifter. Try to stack these. This is an interesting one. This is The Ripper Oh, wow, look at that glare. This is an anthology, Tor Horror. Robert Bloch, Harlan Ellison, Carl Wagner, Gene Wolfe. Wow, all stories about Jack Ripper. I'd never seen this one before, but it's also embossed. There's Jack. Everything's embossed. Super cool. Another Brian Smith, Deathbringer. Coming down here, I guess this is kind of a holy grail. I don't know. Lisa Cantrell, Torments. Some of these I've taken pictures of when I got them on my Instagram. So cool. Rick Hatala, I don't know. Mountain King. Shrine by James Herbert. One by my favorites, Richard Matheson, Stir of Echoes. Actually, a pretty good movie with Kevin Bacon in it. That was one of the early Mathesons I wrote. And I may have a copy of that old one. Yeah, I do. Coming up. Richard Matheson. If you don't know Matheson, what is it? Shakes Fist. Here's one. A lot of these I actually got from the thrift store, but I can't remember. This one I'm sure I got from the thrift. John Soule, Punish the Sinners. I haven't read any of his. Pile 2. Let me move it over here a little bit. All paperbacks still. This name will come up again. Ramsey Campbell, The Count of 11. I know this came from the thrift store because it has a 49-cent sticker on there that you can't get off. But still, it's Ramsey Campbell. Tom Pixarelli, Headstone City. Looks like another from the Del Abyss. Now, this just says Del. It doesn't say Del Abyss. From Melanie Tim. Des Modus. Yeah, that looks like it's just the Del Horror, but this one has a 50-cent sticker. What a bargain. R. Patrick Gates Jumpers. Oh, there's another 50-cent sticker. Who cares? And I already have this, but here's a guy I read a long time ago. I had a whole bunch of his. David Robbins Prank Night. This one came from Second and Charles. Oh, here's the Richard Matheson. This is an older version of the Stir of Echoes. This is a 60-cent paperback. Wow. One of the early ones I read, a Matheson classic. The story was written in 1958. Wow. Fantastic. Classic here from the thrift. Rosemary's Baby. Looks like the one movie tie-in there. Pretty spooky. F. Paul Wilson, Night World. Never got around to reading any of his either. I think I have doubles of this one. Yeah, I have a ton of Brian Keene stuff. Brian Keene, Urban Gothic. I have this one in multiple versions. Ray Garton, Live Girls. Actually, talked to Ray a couple times on Facebook, man. What a sweet guy. Very cool. Whitley Strieber, Communion, True Story, I guess. Here's one that's a little tougher to find, I guess, for me. The Offspring by J.N. Williamson. Pretty good shape. Here's one. I have another one of his or her books. Pat Graverson, Black Ice, author of Sweet Blood. I know I've got another one. Can't find it that fast. Oh, 2 copies of this I found since I saw you guys last. Al Sarantonio. Hallows Eve. Nice. Another Al Sarantonio. I might have another copy of this somewhere too. Toy Box. I found a couple of his sci-fi books too. which I'll show next time I do a video. Maybe I'll just do all the sci-fi books. David Morrell, The Totem, the classic horror novel. Okay, that's all the horror paperbacks now. Oh, 10 minutes in. Holy shit. All right, these are all what they call trade paperbacks, the taller ones, but they're still soft covers. So this is Kill for Satan by Brian Smith. Look how cool this inner picture is. Looks like the new Mr. Bungle CD. Anyway, that's it. Kill for Satan, Brian Smith. Very sweet. This was another great find. Cold Moon Over Babylon by Michael McDowell. That might be a British edition. No, that's it. No, that's the Valancourt. Fantastic. I'll show this one, but I think a lot of these are novellas. Whatever. I got this at the thrift store too. The Wicked by James Newman. 100 Jolts, Shockingly Short Stories by Michael A. Arnzen. I have a couple of his in here. Raw Dog Screaming Press. Here is a Delirium Books, Michael McBride, The Infected. I don't know if any of these are signed or not. Nope. Michael McBride, The Infected. The freaking Glaire's infected. This is, I guess, Bizarro by Carl Melick III, Razor Wire Pubic Hair. That's Eraserhead Press for sure. Now, talk about Bizarro. Here is the Bizarro Starter Kit. Here's all the authors on. I know you can't tell who they are, but there's Mr. Melick III. This one was recommended by Leon, the Paperback Maniac. So my wife got these for me. From Deadeye Press. All You Can Eat by Sean McKenzie. And this one Leon also showed. Killer Lake by W.D. Gagliani and David Benton. So I think he reviewed both of those books in one of his videos, so my wife got them both for me. Here's some oldies I already had. They're not new, but I've seen them occasionally, so I thought I'd show them. Here is Blood Feast. That's a band I was listening to earlier today. Herschel Gordon Lewis, Blood Feast. I guess it kind of goes with the book, or the movie, I should say. I would imagine those are a little harder to find. That's a little harder to find. Here's one that's really hard to find. The Gore Score by Charles Balloon. Ultraviolent Horror in the 80s. It's all just reviews of horror movies. Another one, the Chaz Balloon Director's Cut. This one's a little harder to find too, I believe. And actually, this is signed here. I guess that must have came with the book. See his signature down there at the end. Wow. Okay. Look at the back of this. Fantastic. Here's called Lucio Fulci, Beyond the Gates. Another one by Chaz Balloon. It's like this originally came from Borders. I don't remember where I got it. It has an introduction by his daughter, too. That's pretty cool. More trade paperbacks. This is Grape City, a melodrama by Kevin L. Donaghy. It's another one of those Bizarro books. Here's one. We went to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, and hung out by the Mothman. I don't know if some of you saw the pictures I posted on Instagram, but this was a reduced one at Second and Charles for $1. That would make a pretty cool tattoo. Mothman Evil Incarnate by Lauren Coleman. I'm almost sure I saw him on one of those documentaries. And these I got all three together at Second and Charles. It looks like they're from Eraserhead Press, so I'm assuming they're all part of that Bizarro series, and all by the same person, Anderson Prunty. The Overwhelming Urge. Saw them all, snagged them all. Here's another one. Jack and Mr. Grin, Anderson Prunty. Thank you, Second and Charles. I don't think they probably had any idea what this stuff was. Zero Strata. Here comes a couple more from Michael A. Arnzen. This is The Bitch Fight. Bad Moon Books. This one's a little hard to find too. This is called Liquor, Michael A. Arnzen. Look at this great back photo. Limited edition, 148 out of 150. Novello Publishers. Really cool. These next three are by the same writer. Caskets for Sale, Only Used Once. Jeff Strand. Signed by Jeff right there. Very nice. Single White Psychopath, Seek Same by Jeff Strand. And the last trade paperback is Grave Robbers Want It, No Experience Necessary. Another one by Jeff Strand. Very super cool. So next are the hardbacks. Let me see if I can do this without. Okay, so at the very bottom, you'll see what I mean by Holy Grails. There's some that I found that blew me up, blew me away, blew my wallet away. But anyway, on with the hardbacks. We're at 17 minutes. Older version of Floating Dragon by Peter Straub. Actually, I'm going to lay these over here so I don't have a disaster. Here's a horror anthology, Prime Evil, edited by Douglas Winter. I think I got a chance to meet him at a horror convention. Stephen King, Etchison, Barker, Morrell, Straub, Grant, Ligotti, Campbell, Jack Cady. You get the idea there. Tom Pixarelli, The Last Whisper in the Dark. This one comes up, I think. Well, maybe not. Bentley Little, The Disappearance. I wish that Glare would make a disappearance. Here's a cool one. John Ferris, Wildwood. Love that. Love the purple in there. Nice hardback. Okay, looks like they're stacking up pretty good here. Oh, this was the last paperback, but there was a tie-in because Laird Barron, Blood Standard. I actually read this one. Good. Put that over here to paperbacks. Blood Standard, a library copy. I'm sure this came at the library book sale for $3. Yeah. Hardback. And then I found this one was another one from the library. Laird Barron, Black Mountain. $5. Library copy. Haven't read that one yet. Good. All right, let me scoot these over. 18 minutes and counting. Dell Horror, Tanith Lee, Personal Darkness. Check that. Nice. That's Dell Horror. And then I have this one, which is the Dell Abyss line, which is by Tanith Lee. Dark Dance, a novel of horror. Dell Abyss, love it. Not even sure where this one came from. Maybe the library sale. It says $3 on it. Brian Lumley, Blood Brothers. Here's an old school one. Magic by William Goldman. Looks like a drinker face. Nice. This one, The Dracula Story Continues. Mina by Marie Curley. I don't know. And then we have a few standards here that came. These all three came from the thrift store, I believe. Dean Koontz Hideaway. I've never read a Dean Koontz book. Dean Koontz Coldfire. And Dean Koontz The Bad Place. Came from that same thrift store that has these brutal stickers you can't get off. It's $1.99. So there's some Dean R. Koontz hardback for you. Here's one that I actually have, I think. Vampires. No, it's different. Anyway, this is Montag Summers. This is coming from my occult section. Vampires and Vampirism. Let me put that back. So anyway, I found this one. Montag Summers, True Tales of the Undead, the Vampire in Europe, in hardback. So that's, looks, I'm assuming that's, wow. That may be a little dry. Anyway, here we go. I've been looking for this one for a long time. The Midnight Sun by Ramsey Campbell. Finally found it in hardback. What a great day. And then one more by Mr. Campbell, Sweet Children by Ramsey Campbell. The Ramsey Campbell section is looking pretty sweet nowadays. S.P. Somtow. Valentine, The Return to Vampire Junction. Actually, this one snuck in. This was part of the softcover series. Coffin Dust, Strange Story. David Daniel. Sons of Liberty Publishing. Pretty cool. All right, go back. It's another one by Bentley Little, The Resort. Check it out. The same thrift store. I'm glad to find this stuff, but man, these stickers suck. 99 cents for Bentley Little hardback. So, yeah, what are you going to do? Here's one I think is kind of a favorite writer. A novel by Barry Wood, Amy Girl in hardback. Got a blurb by Stephen King on there. It says, Barry Wood is always good, but Amy Girl is her most compelling novel to date. It's a good book for a weekend, but not a weekend when you're alone. So that's pretty cool. All right, now we're getting into some Holy Grail stuff here. Got this not too long ago, but this is Hell Hollow by Ronald Kelly. I had a bunch of paperbacks years ago when I went through my non-horror section of my life, and I traded a lot of these books from, well, you can see the library. And then, of course, got back into it. And this is Cemetery Dance, signed. The special edition is limited to 1,000. It doesn't give what number this was, but how cool was that? So saw that, went nuts, got it. Another one, Brian Hodge, one of my favorite writers. This is Mad Dogs, another Cemetery Dance find. Another signed one. Another 1,000 copy one. Here, I'll show you what I paid for it. $15. Came out at $40. Saw that, snagged it. This is one I've heard of Mark Morris, but I never seen this one. It was Earthling Press. It Sustains. Cool little hardback here. Number 242 out of 500, and it's signed. I want to say that was like $5, maybe $6. I think that came from Second and Charles. I don't remember. And now here we get into some heavy hitters here. The Story of Noichi the Blind by Chet Williamson, and this is a Cemetery Dance, signed. I'm not going to take it out of plastic. Chet Williamson, one of my all-time favorites. Hey, that I shit when I saw that. This is not a Holy Grail, but it's cool. I know Leon a Paperback Maniac. He's a John Shirley man. This is called City Come a Walkin' by John Shirley. Forward by William Gibson. That kind of goes in a trade paperback, but. And then this is a big time grail. Spider Moon by John Shirley. Another Cemetery Dance. Another one signed. I'm not going to take it out of plastics, but that's way up there. And I think I showed these on Instagram, but these are my 3 biggies that I got. And we all know who this is. Keelan Patrick Burke. This is called Vessels. And this is on Bloodletting Books. Signed number 142. Keelan Patrick Burke. Follow Keelan Patrick Burke on Instagram, man. He's so cool. Always replies. And he lives 100 miles north of me. Here's another one. Midlisters. Kilpatrick Burke. Let me see if this is, oh, just happens to be signed too. This is number 17 out of 400. Check that out. Very cool. And then this is the last video of the day, and I didn't give any, I don't have any, I got a shitload of music since I saw you guys, a huge stack. But I didn't prepare because I knew this video was going to go long. We're already at 25 minutes. But this is the last one. This is the last video of the day. This is the last book. This is called The Hides by Kilpatrick Burke. Another Cemetery Dance. Number 372, signed and numbered. So anyway, this is the first video I've actually done where I'm standing up. My back's starting to hurt. So got my little computer here. Hopefully whenever my wife Betsy gets a chance to download this and upload it and do whatever you do to it, and it'll be up. Well, you'll already be seeing it, duh. So okay, everybody, it's nice to see everybody again. I hope everybody's hanging in there, doing well. Stick together. We'll make it through this horse shit. I can't wait to go see music live again. It's the last show I went to was in March. Brutal. So anyway, I still got a big stack of books. Oh, here's a couple I forgot. Never mind, I'll get to them later. Holy shit. So anyway, it's 26 and a half minutes in. It's good to see everybody again. It's good to be seen by everybody. Take care, and I will see you hopefully soon.